Greetings. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, good. All right, let's go, y'all. You still cold in me? Me still hot? All right, y'all. So, how's everybody? Y'all know we. What's up, buddy? We still in spiritual fitness. We're into our 6th week? We completed 6 weeks. Going into our 7th. 3 days into our 7th week. So for all those who still in, congratulations, y'all. Let's keep on moving. What do you got? 5.5 weeks left of spiritual fitness. Let's finish it out. Finish it out strong. Bring the new year in right, but it'll be over January 11th. Let's clean out. Did I put the video up yet? Oh yeah. I showed y'all some extra things that I'm doing with the zeolite, the Paragard. There's one more. I don't know. It was the last video I put up. Oh, the Neutralize, the gut cleanser, the colon cleanser. So, y'all just keep moving forward with that. I'm not even gonna be here long unless y'all have something to say. I came to talk about y'all been asking me to put up the Dr. York books, and to answer the question, somebody asked me where did I get these books from. What year was it? I think it was early 2000. Maybe 2004, something like that. No, it was before then. Well, I became a member with Dr. York, the ancient Egyptian order, in 2000. And from then, every year I went down to Georgia to the land they have. It's called Tamare. And I would go down. I was a member of the ancient Egyptian order. So, and then I became the Baltimore chapter. The Baltimore bookstore, if you wanted to buy books from one of the bookstores, they had different chapters. I was the Baltimore chapter. So I got my books directly from Tamare or from the bookstore in New York, his bookstore. So basically I got my books from him. And that's where I got these books from. I didn't want to necessarily sell them yet because I know they're going to be worth a lot of money, 1. 2, you know, they saying that he's in Colorado, but I don't think he's in Colorado. And if he is, I'd like to have proof of life. I think he transitioned, and I'm going to tell y'all why I think he transitioned. Because our relationship happened through my dreams. When I was younger, I was in I was in Trenton, New Jersey, and I was about to go into the Army. And I used to have all these people around me, and then I would be teaching stuff too. I would go to sessions like reggae. You know, it was called sessions back then. They played reggae, bunch of Rosses in there, smoking blunts, drinking Heinekens. That's what a session was. So, but they would see me coming, they want to cipher with me. That's what we call, I don't know if y'all still call it that, but that's what we want to cipher. Demi, I'm cold. Can I put the window up? My dog she gets hot. She got like hair. They would want to cipher with me. So I would shut the party down with my mouth. We just going back and forth, just ciphering. So one of the guys from there, he was what they call 5%er. And I don't know if they still got 5%ers out now. I don't know. That was really up in New Jersey, Philly, New York. You had in Baltimore too, the 5%ers. So 5%ers had these books that they read. They called them degrees. They had male degrees and female degrees. And like they got their names off of the degrees. Like in the beginning of the book, it was like it go from A to Z, and A means this, you know what I mean? E was for Earth, and then a whole explanation, shit like that. So they names was like Earth, Science, you know. 5% of it, there's 5% of the people in the world that was awake. Pretty much. You had 85% of the people sleep, 5% awake, and then the 10% is those who control their body else, or some shit like that. But this guy named Science, because S was science, and at this time I was a boxer trainer for real people. Like I sat with Lennox Lewis and them. I was out there. I was in Jersey. So the big promoter, y'all might know him. He died. His name was Muggsy. Back in the day, I was working with Muggsy. They called me Bugsy. Called him because I used to wear those hats all the time. They called him Muggsy. I mean, me Muggsy and I was Bugsy. But it was big. What's that one guy that wanted to take me on a date? Frazier. The boxer Frazier wanted to go out with me all the time. I was like, no. Anyway, so Science was a boxer that I trained. I have pictures of this stuff too. He was a boxer that I trained. So he went to one of his 5% meetings, and he said the guy that was over them, they called this man Imam Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi was his name. And he said that he want to talk to you because I met this guy at the sessions. He said he want to talk to you about the stuff you be teaching. Where did you get it from? On the show? I was like, I don't want to talk to him. He's like, no. He kept going back to his master teacher, telling him the stuff that I would talk about. So one day he came back to me and he said, he gave me their book, their degree. You had the degrees for female and you had the degrees for male. He gave me both. He said, Imam Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi said that you were special, and this is his gift to you. You have to read both degrees, the males and the females. I promise y'all, I never read this shit. I had it for a long time, so I don't know what happened to him. I looked through them, you know what I mean? That's how that's why y'all named like that. But I never really got into it. I was just in the street doing my shit. So I'm living in Trenton, New Jersey at the time. Then I moved back to Baltimore. When I moved back to Baltimore, after some years, some traveling out there, going through New York and Philly and all this shit, they had a group in Baltimore called the Ansar Allahs. The Ansar Allah. And I used to sell oils and incense. First off, I was homeless, right? And there was these guys downtown Baltimore who used to wear long white gowns, these Muslims. I'm not talking about the Assalamu alaikum niggas, no. Who can't even say it right. I'm talking about the one, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. I'm talking them. They used to be downtown with their white gowns on, selling oils and incense. I was 19. And I was like, how can how can I do this? So they told me how to do it. I had to go and try to get some stuff out the wholesale house down the street. That's a whole other story, how I wind up doing it and what happened. But they taught me a lot of stuff. And they always say, you should come up to the ashram. You should come up to the temple. You know what I mean? I was never interested in that. And then one day, the guy was like, their master teacher was named, I'm not sure if it was Imam Isa. And I'm like, I heard that name before. That man gave me some books to read as a 5%er. He said, yeah, he used to be 5%er up top. I said, I've heard of him. He said, you should come down. I never went. Him and our path kept crossing. Then I went to, I was on one of the markets in Baltimore, and they were selling these books. It was called The Science of Creation and The Science of Healing. And these books were by Amanubi Rayakta. That was the name on the books. Amanubi Rayakta. And I'm like, who the hell is that? These books were deep as shit. I started looking into that. From that, I got these 2 books. I don't really know who the person is, who this Amanubi Rayakta man is. That's the name on the books. I took a trip down to Georgia because a family member of mine was moved to Georgia, and they got a real bad car accident. A U-Haul flipped over on the highway, completely flipped over, lost everything. She in the hospital, the 1-year-old baby in the hospital, all this shit. So I go down to see them. Once I get that shit straight, I'm headed back to Baltimore. On the way back to Baltimore, a voice said to me, go to him. I said, who the fuck is he? Go to Eatonton, Georgia. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I pulled over at the gas station. I said, what's Eatonton, Georgia? Where's Eatonton, Georgia? They was like, oh, you must be talking about that place down there with them pyramids. I said, what? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Where's that at? She pulled out an atlas. This was like 2001 or something. She pulled out an atlas and showed me where it was at in the atlas. I bought the atlas. Back then it wasn't GPS and all of that. I bought the atlas, found the map, and I went down there. As I'm going down, the pyramids had erected. I'm looking at the Sphinx, and there's a big sign, John 6:13. Somehow he so loved his begotten son or some shit. I'm like, what the hell is this? I got out the car. There was a guard at the gate. I said, what is this? He said, you know Dr. York? I said, no. He said, how you get here? I said, a voice told me to come here. I heard go to Eatonton, Georgia. And then I told him the story. He said, yeah, you one of us. He was like, you don't know Dr. He said, you don't know, Amanubi Rayakta? I said, yeah. He said, you know Imam Isa? I said, yeah. He said, that's the same person as Dr. York. I said, I got books. Wait a minute. I was like, Imam Isa, I told him about the 5% shift. He said, yeah, that's him. He said, you never went to him? I said, no. I don't know. I just was hesitant. I never went to him. But he's been calling me like in different places. He said, well, now you're here. I said, so this is Holy Land? He said, yeah, and I went to walk on there, and he put his hand on his gun. He said, you can't go on there. I said, wait a minute. You telling me that I got a call to come to a place, and this is Holy Land? It's not something I knew. It's not something that was in my archives. I only got these 2 books of him. They don't talk about this shit. He said, a lot of people get the call, miss. I said, well, then shoot me in the back, because I'm going. Listen, I said, then this way I want to be unalived at. This is it. If this is Holy Land, I've been called to it. You going to stop me? I can't walk on it? I said, I'm taking this dirt with me. And I just started walking. I just started crying. And I was like, well, do what you got to do. And I just walked. And I walked into the statue. I saw the statues of, so crazy. I saw the statues of Sekhmet. I saw the statue of Osiris, Isis, Horus. And it was called the Nile Way, the Nile Road, or something about the Nile. And I'm walking down with these statues. They 3 times my height. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just fell to my knees. And he picked me up. He said, look, next month, we have family day here for 2 weeks. We camp out for 2 weeks. He said, but you got to be invited. He said, you're my guest. Can you make it back next week on May the 4th? I said, hell yeah. Excuse me. I said, I'll be, let me just go this way. I said, I'll be here. He hugged me up, wiped my tears. He said, you crazy as hell. He said, I said, what you like to eat? His favorite food was Popeyes. I said, I'll see you in a month. The next month. I got my camping gear. Spent all kind of money for camping gear and shit. Mind you, I didn't get the man's phone number, nothing, so I couldn't call him and say I'm coming. I just came. And I came, it was like hundreds of people. Lots of people from London. A lot of people from Europe. People from China. It was just people. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And I came to the gate, waiting to ask for him, but he was sitting there talking to somebody, and I pulled up. And I called his name, whatever his name was. He said, you showed up. You wasn't joking. I said, no, I wasn't joking. He said, y'all, that's her. That's the girl lady I told you about, walked up on the lounge. I reached in and I said, I got something for you. I gave him a bucket of Popeye's chicken. He said, you didn't forget? You serious? I said, yeah. He said, have a good time. He told me where to park at. I went and parked. I set up my tent. And these were some of the best times of my life. I met people from all over the place. Let me tell you something. I got chills right now. You get up. You're out there in the tent. It's in Georgia, so it's hot. Nice temperature. Good. You out there, everybody barbecuing outside of their tents. And it's people from, tents were mild. Like, tents. You wake up like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the a.m. You might hear somebody playing a djembe, like way down there in their tent. A crew of them, they start playing a djembe. You look, this guy, I was watching, this guy come out his tent. He had on some brown knickerbockers. His locks came down to his waist. And he just started doing, what's that? I can never say it right, capoeira. He just started doing that shit outside. Another lady over here on the ground teaching her child Nuwapic, the Nuwapic language, and people just would start coming out. So I was like, what in the hell am I a part of? I went and got my drum, and I just started drumming with them, and then the lady came out, was like, oh shit, okay, she got her flute, and this was every day. You'll get to a group of people siphoning over here, talking about the knowledge in the books. You catch people siphoning over here. No, it was crazy. It was some of the most beautiful time of my life. And I keep going with the stories, what happened, him on stage, me and him, how he told them we link up. Like, there was so much that happened. I think he turned into a white bird one time. The first time we came face to face, when he hugged me, what happened, what he did and said. That's how I met Dr. Europe. Mind you, I'm gonna give you one more short story if y'all feel like it. Before I ever met him, 2 stories. Before I ever met him, this was in 1999. I came home drunk as shit from the club. This one of them nights, I'm so drunk, I woke up with all my clothes on, including my shoes and socks. You know that feeling when you sleep with your shoes on? I still have a coat on. I was towed up from the floor up. I had a dream that night. This being was talking to me. She called herself Mother Ninti. And she had this man. This man was standing like in the medicine man position. Leonardo da Vinci's medicine man. Arms out, legs out. And we were standing in space. And she said, this is the father of my children. She said all this stuff about him and his responsibilities. And she grabbed his phallus. She said in his phallus, he has 9 enzymes. And this is where he gets his power, all this stuff. Mind you, I'm standing just like him in space, naked. Not a dream. I can feel it. I can smell the air. I feel her put her hands on me. I feel it. She said, she put her finger on my clitoris. She said, in your penis, she called it a penis. I guess for what it is, because that's what penises are. Penises are elongated clitoris. Or is it clitoris a short penis? It's still the same thing. She said, in your penis, you have 6 enzymes. And then she touched me here. She said, in here, you have 3. Mind you, said, on his, he had 9 there. She said, in yours, you have 6. And then she said, here, you have 3. You are the mother of my children. And then she showed me her children. It was these women. It was these women. They were all kind of like in these sheer gowns. They had bald heads. They had locks on the side of their head. And they was walking on this reddish kind of clay. And she told me some other things. Things she taught me. What I'm teaching now about the women of the Amazon forest. Just things she taught me. This was in 99. Mind you, I already had them books. Signs of Healing and Signs of Creation. I probably got them. It was somewhere in the 90s that I got them books. I had them probably for 3 years, 4 years. That man that she touched was a young Dr. York. So when I actually seen his face, which wasn't on them books that I had, just the name, when I saw his face, I'm like, that's the man from my dream. With this lady named Mother Ninty, mind you, he was teaching about Ninty as the scientist who created man. It was Ninty, Argyle, and Aristotle are the names that created man from a whale and the lard monkey and the da-da-da-da. That's why we got webs here and scales on this, all the shit. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who this man was. But then when I met him or just seen books with him live, I'm like, that's the man from the dream. She said, that's the father of her children. And this is why. Not nothing nobody told me, nothing nobody taught me. But this is the reason that I was affiliated with Dr. York. Because of the dreams about Dr. York. If he did what he did, that has nothing to do with me. I don't know if he did that or not. I know the shit he taught was real. That I know. If he did it or not, I don't know. But I know he saved my life. I know he taught me a lot. I know he need to be commended for that, how many lives he saved. How many people he helped. How many people he raised from the dead. I know he was a mastermind. And I would like to know how he had time to do what they said he did while he was building all that shit and wrote 3,000 books. I just don't know how he had the time. For as many people as they try to put on him, and how often, but that year he put out 3 books, 4 books, 5 books. I wrote 1 book and it took me 9 months. This man knew like 4 and 5 different languages. This man was giving classes 4 times a week. How did he have that much time on his hands? I don't know it. I wasn't there. I know my guardians led me to him. And I met Ninty. I can tell you other dreams about Ninty, this mother Ninty, that had nothing to do with him. And then I meet him, he teaching about Ninty. I met her myself, who called herself Ninty. But Ninty has many names. Ninty is Sekhmet. Mind you, when I became a part of the ancient Egyptian order, he changed my name personally. My name, my Egyptian name is Sekhmet Anuket Anukis. She who has power over the heavens and the skies. That's the name I was given when I joined the ancient Egyptian order August the 18th, 2000. That's the new name that I was given in the new birth date. His sit on my paperwork, the oil he used to wear, the oil on my paper. He touched me. He gave me my name. You know, so there's a lot in that. It's a lot to that. It's a lot that I could go. It goes so profound. It gets very, very deep with me and Dr. York. I'll give you one more story about it. I'm in Arizona right now. See those mountains? I don't know if y'all can see those. Can you see? See those mountains? Let me tell you something about those mountains. I'm gonna move forward. In around 2000-ish, it's either 2000 or 2002. I always get the two mixed up. 2000 or 2002. How about this? Remind me what I was saying. Take me back to the mountains, because I'm gonna forget this one that I thought about earlier. I had this whole long vision. I'm not gonna get all into it, but this part of the vision, as I woke up out of it, and it had the stone on the table. Those of you who know the story about the stone, Dr. York was in that dream too. As I woke up, they said, "Go to him." I said, "Go to who?" They said, "Go to him," and they showed me his image. I knew who he was by then because I'm going to the events. I got up. Y'all know Kefa? Kefa's name was given to her by Dr. York. Kefa. That's the Egyptian name. Mine is Sekhmet. I don't go by Sekhmet anymore. I go by Darvine, which means Sekhmet, by the way. He said, I said, I got to go to Georgia. Mind you, I was already going on the 4th for Family Day for the 2 weeks. No, the Family Day is in July. I was going to go in July, and this is May. So I was going May in 2 months. So, Demi, I'm really cold. So they said, "Go to him." I said, "Kev, I gotta go see Dr. York." She said, "Well, I don't know what for." They said, "Go to him and show me Dr. York." Mind you, I had my money saved up for the Family Day trip. So now I don't know how I'm gonna get that money back together. If I save about $2,000 or whatever it takes, I go down there, I'm there for 2 weeks. For that time, I done took my mother down with me. I done took my nieces. You know, I'm a part of this shit. And plus, I'm a part of the ancient Egyptian order. I get my revelations every month. I'm in it. I pack my shit. I go to Georgia. When I get there, I call. This lady answered the phone named Miss Barry. I said, "I need to speak to Dr. York." She said, "You need to speak to him." No, nobody get to speak to him. I said, "I hear what you're saying, but I got to. When my guardians tell me to do something," I said, "you can't stop me. I need you to tell him what I'm saying to you. If you tell him what I'm saying, he's going to," she said, "Miss, he's not going to talk to you." She said, "The most I can do for you is take your name and number." And I knew she wasn't going to give it to him. She said, "The only way you can see him is he gives a class, and he's not scheduled to give a class until next month." All this shit. I'm like, whatever. I'm at the hotel. I'm talking to my family, my mom, and what the fuck you doing? I don't know. She's not going to let me see him. So I'm scheduling to turn the fuck around. I don't know what to do. You feel me? No, as a matter of fact, you know, I was like, I got this much money. I'm going to stay here until my hotel runs out. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you how you can prove this. I can prove this story to you. She called me on Friday. I got there like on a Monday. She called me on that Friday. She said, "Are you still in Georgia?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, if you still feel like you want to talk to him, he's giving a surprise class Saturday." I said, "Did you tell him what I said?" She said, "Yep." I said, "What did he say?" She said, "Nothing." "I told you he's not going to." I said, "He is." I said, "I can come to the class?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I told you. Don't worry about it. I got it from here." "Where's that?" She said, "It's going to be here on the land." Thank you. I got my shit together. My nephew was with me. Latif. I got a friend. She's famous. Her name is Soraya Signorina. She's a female boxer. Look out there for Soraya. She's my best friend. She went with me, and this little white kid, David, that always wanted to hang around me. His mother let him go with me. We went into the Ramsey Hall. He was giving a class. The date was May the 2nd or May the 4th of that year that he got locked up. His whole time he gave the class was mostly by my side. He touched me twice. He did a demonstration on me. He was talking about when Yahshua got betrayed by Judas. How Judas gave him the kiss. He reached in and gave me the kiss. But when Judas, he got so into the story, he almost sat in my lap. And he caught himself, and everybody laughed. And all these women that's in love with him and shit. Mind you, these women got the bald heads with the nitty braids that I told y'all about the vision I had. They all got these locks on the side. No hair and locks. And my hair, when I was like that too, I had no hair, but I had a big lock right here on the sides. Oh man, I'm fucking up. I got a hole in my straw. So, he did the class. He walked up and down the aisle. He was talking about when he got betrayed by Judas. He told us to remember two things that stood out. He told us to remember the day. I think it was March the 4th. That the stars had aligned in a 6-point star. That everybody in that room was special. All the shit. That we were called to group there. He said, I won't be here long. He talked about Judas. He said, and when Yahshua, the guys was fighting for him and cut one of the guards' ear off. He said, but Yahshua took the ear and he demonstrated on me. Since then, like it's like this ear hole is wider than this ear hole. He put his hand to my head, like the way Yahshua did, and healed that man, mended his ear back. But he didn't demonstrate on me. But while he was doing it, he was sending some shit in my ear. Like this shit. I don't know. My ear is tight. Like if you meet me, I'm texting, let me see your ear. Inside my ear hole is tight. It's tighter than this one. Like I can put a Q-tip right in like this. This one is tight. I can't just put it in. That's from Dr. York. Get that. From the energy in his hand. And they were selling the last class. I could never get my hand on it. Every time I go to get it, it's sold out. But if you can find out the last class that he did on Tamil Day, that Saturday, May the 4th or May the 2nd, I think it was May the 4th, it was when the stars had aligned in a 6-point star. You'll see him. I had on all black. I was in the middle. That person that's in all black was me. You'll see the boxer girl beside me, my nephew and a little white boy. That's me. He did that whole class by my side. I never got to talk to him, but I heard him. So now it's Saturday. I go back in. I don't know though. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, what was I supposed? Why did they send me to him? They said he need me. Okay, I knew it was real because they did the surprise class. He wasn't supposed to do a class for a month. He was let to do the class because he had to meet me. He knew the fuck he had to meet me. He did the class by my side. He touched me 3 times. I get up Sunday. I don't know, Kev. I call home. I told her everything. I'm excited as shit. Like the ladies was mad at me because he kept touching me and laughing with me, sat on my lap, all kinds of shit. I'm like, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's Sunday. Now Monday come. I call back up there. There ain't nothing they can do for me. I'm out of money. I done been there a week. I'm out of money. I don't have money for the hotel no more. I have just enough money for my gas and food to get home. I gotta go. I promise y'all, I leave Eatonton, Georgia. I'm an hour. My ear ringing. My earring is buzzing. Off of my tone of my voice, my ear is buzzing my ear. Right now. It's never done that before. I have no idea what the fuck that is. It's like when you buzz on metal, like that. Anyway, Monday, Tuesday, I have no more money, y'all. I gotta go. But the Guardian sent me to the man. How about this? I leave. I'm on the road. I'm an hour out of Eatonton, Georgia. I'm in Jacksonville. I get the call from my brother Jamal. Yo, did you hear? No, they just locked Baba up. Where you at? I said, I'm down here. He said, you down where? I said, I'm in Georgia. I just left him. I was with the class with him 2 days ago. He just did it. He was like, why? I thought we was going next month. I said, because I dreamt it. They said, come down here. He need me. He said, yo, they took him. They kidnapped him from Walmart parking lot. I said, I just left that place. I literally had just left that Walmart. I left that Walmart, drove the fuck off, and they locked him up. We might have been in there at the same time. I could keep going with these stories of me and Dr. York. This is the last one I'm going to tell y'all. I'm trying to, hold on, get it together. Okay. I'm in Baltimore. I'm told to move to Arizona. That's a whole nother story. I'm in Arizona. No, I wasn't moving yet. I was told to come to Arizona, and I was mad. They told me to go take this journey to Arizona, the mountains I showed you. Take the journey to Arizona, and I'm like, for the fuck what? Mind you, and I was mad. I was like, y'all keep sending me on these fucking missions, but I can't. Ancient Egyptian order is supposed to be the most important shit on the planet from what I'm getting. All this knowledge, but I can't even become a member of them. But y'all want me to do this for you again. Y'all keep sending me on this shit. That's how we talk. Y'all keep sending me. But I'm going. Because obedience better than sacrifice. So, but I'm mad as shit. They tell me to go to fucking Arizona and I don't know where I'm going. They told me don't take anything with me. Listen, they told me don't take anything with me. What do you mean? You know, I spent $800. I got me some hiking boots, hiking shirt, hiking hat. I got a staff from Mr. Price. Made me a staff for $50. I got all this shit. All this stuff that I got. Make sure I'm straight. Mind you, I don't know where the fuck I'm going because I've never been to Arizona. And I'm ignorant to it. So, I went there and I got a ticket. To Phoenix, Arizona. Because in my ignorance, I thought the Grand Canyon was in Phoenix. I don't know where I got that from, but I thought the Grand Canyon was in Phoenix, Arizona. The Grand Canyon, by the way, is a city of its own. You go past Phoenix to get to it, but it's a city of its own. It's so big. So I said, my ticket is to Phoenix, Arizona. I get on the bus. I'm on the bus for 3 days. I can't fucking stand it. I don't like unnatural air conditioning unless the windows are open too. And all these chlorofluorocarbons in the air conditioning got my nose beat, my ankle swelled up. I got edema and shit. My shit looking fucked up. I'm like, I'm sick of this shit. And I've been on this fucking bus for 3 goddamn days. I get to Phoenix, Arizona. Mind you, my first time across anybody's country. That's how I know it's in 2000. That's how I know it was 2000 because I've never been out the country before. But in 2002, that was my second time when I went to New Mexico. But anyway, they tell me to go. So I'm there. I'm swollen up. I don't fucking feel good. I got some kind of cold from the air conditioner. I'm in there. I showed them my ticket. I go to get my luggage. They looked at that shit and said, your luggage not. We don't have your luggage. Your luggage is where your ticket at. And I looked at my ticket. I was, what you mean? I bought a ticket to here. They said, no, you didn't. Mind you, y'all, I know the fuck I bought a ticket to Phoenix. For the reason I just told you, I thought that's where the Grand Canyon was at. 1, right? 2, so of course I'm gonna look at my ticket. I ain't a slow fucker. I'm smart. I have a lot of smart and wit about me. So I'm gonna do all my checks before I leave. I make sure my ticket right. I make sure it's round trip. Cause I never been out of my cross country before. So I'm scared. And I'm going on the word of a being in my head. So I'm the fuck, you know what I mean? So you know I got that right. Mind you, it wasn't just me, it was my best friend Jason. Our ticket, god damn it, said, if I told you how Jason got there, that's a whole nother story. How he wound up on a journey with me. In short, he dreamt it. That they said to come to my house and wash my feet because I got to go to the desert. He came to my house. I ain't seen him in 3 years. the light rail, he was on a light rail, went past my house. He said, I got off. They said, get off and come wash your feet. When he got there was a whole lot of people around. We was on some old spiritual, deep ass, crazy looking shit. And he came in and he said, what the fuck's going on? Yo, I just got a word to get off the train to come to your house and wash your feet, because you got to go in the desert. I said, I'm on my way to Arizona tomorrow. He said, not by yourself. I'm going home to get my shit. That boy washed my feet, left, and listen, he went with me. He's like, I got to see it for myself. He did the whole journey with me. I get there. They said, we ain't got your bags. Your bags at this little town. I said, what the fuck is that? They said, that's where your bags at, and that's what your ticket said. I looked at my ticket, y'all. That shit changed from Phoenix, Arizona. And it had this little town. I never heard of that town. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that, I'm like, what the hell? I don't know what this is. They said, well, that's where your bag's at. They put me on this little motherfucking bus. Everybody on there had on sombreros. It had on Mexican music. My ankles swelled up like I'm an elephant and shit from sitting down for 2 days. All the fucking blood in my body done rushed down to my fucking feet. It's looking crazy as shit. I ain't, where the hell am I at? Nobody on this bus speaking English. They done put me on here with this motherfucking bus driver who speaking so fast. I don't know how he talking about. Everybody smiling at me. They go, da 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 da. This is like a fucking, it sound like a, what you call that? Like carnival music. That Mexican music to me sound like carnival music. I'm like, oh shit. I'm scared as hell. Me and Jason. Jason's singing. He in church. He's sitting there with the Mexicans. And he done got them singing R&B. My motherfucking boy. He's in Arizona right now. He was let to come back. Anyway, this shit is deep. He's sitting there singing R&B and shit. The fuck? Yo, we get here. Guess what? On the bus station, guess what it said? It said closed for 4 days. It was on a Thursday. Like I said, it's not open until Monday. They told me not to bring nothing with me. I had to walk to the Walmart to get underwear. I think that's all I got was underwear, because I had my boots on already. I had my walking stick. Everything else, except when I had my personal bag, everything else that I brought with me was in that bus station. I'm looking in there. I see my shit on the floor of that bus station. It's closed till Monday. I said, freak it. I'm trying to make this story short. It's deep as shit. So I go to Walmart. We walk down there, all the way down there. We get some stuff. We go stay in this little hotel, little motel. I go to sleep. I get woken up at 5 o'clock in the a.m. The guardians woke me up and said, get up and go walk toward that mountain. And if my eye red, see that? Everybody be wondering about my eye. I'm good. It's from straining. I bust a blood vessel. I ain't feel it when it happened. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing now. It just, the pharmacist said, from my new exercise that I do, and I do push my pressure up, and because I hold my breath when I'm doing that kettlebell. And anyway, so that's what happened. That's what's going on my eyes. It's not pink eye, nothing. I don't feel it. No pus. This is here. I don't look like that for a minute. She said it take a long time to go away, and it's been like 2 weeks. But it's not aggravating or anything. Calvin, if the puppies are asleep, well, if you can, come sneak out and shut the gate real quick. Even if they're not asleep, just as long as they're not doing nothing crazy, come lock the gate behind me while I'm talking. And get Demi because she gotta go to the bathroom. It's kept here. I don't even know. Let me see real quick. I don't think so. I don't even think she know I'm live. I don't think she even know. I can't wait. What time is it? I got good. Still good time. I'm gonna go eat my soup. Yo, I made some soup last night. That's so good. It's restaurant style soup. It's soup I would travel an hour every weekend to go get. That's how good the soup is I made last night. But anyway. Hold on. What they doing? What the baby's doing? Hey, run. Come on, lock the gate for me. Before they do something crazy, come on. Lock the gate and then we gotta go to the bathroom. So come get her first and let her run out in the yard. You want to go out there with her? Okay, listen. Agent, if you hear me, I told you how to act, listen. Let her out. She got to go to the bathroom. She's not going to run out the gate. Okay, I know, okay. He fighting her right now. That dog crazy. It's cold out there. What temperature? So listen. Okay, where's it? Where was I at, y'all? Where was I at, y'all? Closed. Place was closed. I woke up 5 o'clock in the morning. They said, go up the mountain. What mountain? Go to the mountain. I got up, mind you, because we got there late. I didn't like really see what was going on. I looked out the hotel door. I looked up, and down there, these fucking mountains towering this little city. I'm like, oh shit. I came back in the room. I said, I gotta go. I'll be back. He said, no, I said, I got it. They told me to go alone. He was like, be careful. I said, I know. So I just got my hiking stick. I got my boots, the same clothes I had on, because I don't have any clothes, remember? All I could do was change my underwear because all my stuff is in that building. So I just start walking. It was like kind of dark, twilight hour, kind of dark, kind of light. And I just start hiking toward the mountain. And I'm going. Well, I don't know where I'm going. I just know I'm going toward the mountain. Where Demi? Right here on the porch. Okay. You want to stay with me? Yeah. Okay. You about to go, okay? Y'all still with me? Keep going. Tone, what's up, Tone? Tone, you sent me your number, and I don't know what I did with it. I was up there recently, and I really wanted to link up with you, and I don't remember what I did with your number. I need you to email it to me again, and I'm gonna put it in my phone. So check it out, y'all. So where was I at? Closed. Oh, I'm headed toward the mountain. Mind you, I got a staff. This old man named Mr. Price, he made staffs out of bamboo sticks. And I had told him, I said, I'm going on this spiritual journey. And I told him about the whole thing. The guardians told me to go. He said, I'm going to make something special for you. So he made the staff. He took the bamboo and he put colors all on it. I lost the staff because I broke it over somebody's head later. And yeah, so that staff got gone. But I was real wild out there at the time. So even in my wildness, I still was on a spiritual mission, you see. So, okay, yeah. Okay. So, the staff that he made me, so it's hollow, it's bamboo. I'm walking, I'm checking up the path. And in front of me, y'all, the biggest mountain, the highest peak. That mountain rumbled. And when it rumbled, I felt it in my staff. I was like, wait a minute. This Caucasian man was jogging. He was running down, and I was like, I stopped him. Excuse me, sir, please. Sir, did you hear that? He said, did I hear what? Did you hear the mountain rumble just now? He said, oh no, it might have been airplanes, helicopters, because they're gonna be building a military fort here. I said, did you feel the rumble? He said, no. He was like, he laughed, he tapped me, and I gotta go, bitch. It'll be all right. I kept walking in real time, but you know, a lot of people think I be bullshitting in the things that I tell y'all, but I could prove this to you. Let me tell you why I could prove it in a minute. I looked at the mountain, and there was a black cloud. The black cloud snaked the mountain. It just moved like, well, it wasn't like that. It rumbled again. I felt it in my staff, and I'm looking, and it just moved around. I said, that's the mountain. That's where I gotta go. That's what I come here for. I turned around and I went back to Jason. I said, Jason, tomorrow AM, I found the spot. We gotta go up this mountain. He was like, cool. What I just said I could prove to you. Oh, because when I made the ZenMobile, if you look back in my timeline, when I completed the ZenMobile, I took y'all with me up that mountain. I said I'm gonna go up that mountain, and I want to take that spring water and bless the ZenMobile once I finished it. My little hospital. I took it up that mountain, and that day, it just got freak weather, and it snaked that mountain again, and I got it on video. It's on the video on my channel with the ZenMobile. So, it's the second time in my life I ever seen some shit like that other than the movie Moses. But that happened. Anyway, so I said, that's what we gotta do. The next day we got up like 6. We suited up. And we was like, let's go. So we hiking. I don't know where they sending me, what this quest is about, but we gone. Hiking. Mind you, so we about 4 some hours into this mountain. Because we want to get to the top. That's all we know. We don't know where to go, then to climb to the top. We didn't know it's going to take so fucking long. So we hiking. We stopped for lunch. We stopped because we came to a road. Like the way the road went, it went to the left. And right there, it was these 2 big rocks. And we had to go to the left. I said, I don't feel it. It's not telling me to go to the left. It's telling me to go to the right. The pool is to the right. He said, well, let's just stop and have lunch. We stopped. We ate our granola bars. He's scared of everything, though. He's scared of outdoors. He's scared of a fly. He's scared of a lizard. This nigga's scared of everything. He gay guy. He a queen. So he just scared of every goddamn thing. So I scared him out on purpose. But I was like, look what you sitting on. He ran it all up the road. No, come here, asshole. No, look. We were sitting on pink marble. The stones we were sitting on was like somebody cut the top off a pink marble. And mine was like orange. Like an orange sickle swirled marble, like in nature, like this big, you couldn't even move that stone. Like, so we just excited, and we seen lizards. He running from lizards, and I'm gonna make a story short. Like, so I could tell you detail for this journey, though. It was awesome. Anyway, so we walking. After that, he like, let's go. I was like, it's not that. He said, boo, it gotta be. That's the path. That's bushes and shit. I said, it's that way. He was like, just hold on. He ran over there. And he called me, yo, Angel. I was like, what? It's a path back here. I said, I know. I got our shit. I know. And I went in there. It was a path going up the mountain. It's this one. The road was rough. It was nothing like that. It was you know how they say that rough road. It was rough. It was there, but it was like rocks on the road. This whole area is just rocks. You got to walk up these rocks. It's slipping and sliding. I'm like, it's this shit. We got to go. We get to the top. Not to the top. Mind you, we climbing. And we came to a platform. Like, it was flat. It was just flat right here. And we got up there, stood there. This wind came. This feeling. This tone. I was like, this is it. I said, wait a minute. I said, let's go back. We went back. Went down some. I said, let's go back up. We went up, and I said, this is it. He said, this it? I said, it's right here. Mind you, we were so far up the top. We've been hiking down for 6 hours. And we'd have hiked another hour. We'd have been to the top of that mountain. We'd have been in Mexico. I said, this it. This it right here. This is where we got to be. I said, I got to do this alone, though. I don't know what it is I have to do. But it's time for you to go. You got to just go. Go down the mountain something. He left. I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. I have no idea. But I'm up there. And my guardian voice said, take off your shoes, for this is holy ground. I was like, oh, shit. Ooh, I got chilled. I'm tripping, and I know it's them. I'm like, what the fuck is about to happen to me? I take my shoes off. Mind you, I said from here, I used to keep a voice recording. Now I can do it on my phone. I still have this recording. I have it. I can prove this. I kept a voice recorder with me. I pushed play. From that moment, something told me to take off my shoes. I'm like, whatever happens next, something happened to me, somebody can hear it on tape. Cause I even told him, I'm going to be taking the tape with me. I'm sitting on the ground, wherever I'm going. Something happened to me, look for that tape. I pushed play on the tape. And over, like, right here, all these rocks, but right over here by the tree, the ground was a green moss. Oh, shit. Adrian. Adrian, are you here? This is important. I need you to remind me about the Anku. The Anku. Like, okay, listen. So it's this green, what you call that green? It's not grass. It's real thick. What you call that? Somebody, what you call that? That green, who you saying shut the fuck up to? And why the moderators letting this person stay in there talking about who? Okay, thank you. No, this I gotta tell Adrian in person. Empress Johanna, I know Empress. Who told Empress Johanna to shut the fuck up? What's going on in the chat, y'all? Somebody said Empress at Empress. I don't get what's going on here. No, Empress Johanna said shut the fuck up. Oh, maybe it was in another kind of way. Or I don't know. What does that mean? Like what? Okay, let me stop reading comments because I could be taking the wrong way. Because I know she's been with me. Like, she can't mean it like that. So anyway. So, what's that called, y'all? Moss? You know what I'm talking about? It's that real thick green stuff. Like, when you're building a hobbit house, you can peel it off the ground and put it up there. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, maybe she was shocked. That's what I'm saying. Because I know she don't mean like it. That moss. I think it's called moss. And it grow up trees, too. It's thick. And it look like carpet. The whole, somebody said, yeah, not sea moss. That's in the sea. This one land, like it grow up trees. Just, I think it's just moss. Do anybody know what I'm talking about? And you like when you build it out in nature, you go get that. You cut the ground up, and it's thick, real thick. It look like carpet. Like there's no, you can't see the dirt through it. It's so thick. Okay, whatever. That stuff. This whole area had let's call it moss. This green moss with these little wildflowers. These little beautiful wildflowers all over it. I was told to sit there. Mind you, I'm in the desert. Everything is rocks and shit. It's hot than a mother. It's dirt. It's rocks, heat. The trees here, but there ain't shit on the ground. No grass. Like I'm from Maryland. I know used to grass. Ain't no grass in this desert. That's what I'm thinking up there. We hot as shit. We sliding down, sliding rocks and shit. And all of a sudden, at the top of there, boom, it's an oasis. And I'm told to take off my shoes because over there is holy ground. I took my shoes off. I sat down in Indian style. I put my staff beside me. I crossed my legs and I turned my hands up to give and receive. Mind you, my tape on. Did somebody say it? Was I saying the right thing? Oh, okay. I was like, I know that was my bad because you my girl. So I'm sitting there in Indian style. And then I woke up. Like, I sat there. On the tape, you hear me take off my shoe, you hear me settle down. And I think I was oming. I was in meditation. I think I was in the om. Next thing I know, I was somewhere. And I was in this place. I don't know if it was a ship, but I was being summoned. I'm witnessing. It started out like I'm witnessing me. I was being called. You hear a lot of children laughter back there. It was sounding like children's laughter. Me and this person, like a woman, we were arm in arm. She was my mate, like through journeys, through not just this life. She was my mate. And we were coming. And then all of a sudden, I was in her. I was in me again. I wasn't witnessing it. I'm me. And as I'm walking over, this man sitting at the table was getting his orders. This lady who was giving the orders, it was like the people here were humanoids. Some of them were humanoids. They weren't human. Like this man was all white. all white eyes, white hair, white clothes, white eyes. His whole eyes is white. He was just white. No color on him. Like his tongue wasn't no color. He was just, and I don't mean like pale. He was white. He was white. And he's an enemy of mine. He couldn't stand me. His name is Azazel. He couldn't stand me. Come to find out that was a real being. Look it up. I looked it up later. It's a real being that I found in Dr. York books. He was in the back watching me. He came to Earth too. Okay. He was in the back. It was this person over here. It was greenish. It was just shit. The lady at the table, at the head of this marble table, she was black. But her locks was about this thick. One lock. And they was up like a fountain and came down. They was thick. So they came, you know what I mean? She had like, they was thick as shit. And she had a deep kind of voice. Sit down. Oh shit. I do whatever the fuck you tell me to do. The man got up. The man was Dr. York. A younger Dr. York. It was him. He got up and he went into this doorway. And his doorway was jet black, like it's nothing. Like you look out there, like you'll fall forever. He went in there. They told me come sit in his seat. This is how I learned that how time, the difference in time, like, it felt like I sat at that table for about 30 minutes before I went through that. But on Earth, because I came down behind him, it was 30 years. Me and him 30 years apart. But just hear me. So I sat there, me and the woman. She told me that the Earth was in trouble. Gaia was in trouble. That's not what it was called, but it was about Earth. I had been here before. This is my 5th time around. It's that's why I call myself the 5th element. That Dr. York was coming to as a volunteer. They needed me to come behind him. All this stuff. They told me about the water programs that I do now. But I couldn't remember. It came back. Because I'm here. I'll go up that mountain and meditate all the time too. And the remembrance of everything that I was told. So the water programs. I was told that I was going to be working in sound healing. All this stuff. That I was going to create something that's going to change the DNA of man. Water programs. All this stuff I was told. But if I come, that it was going to be hard. That if I come, I was going to forget. But I would have help. The guardians. So did I agree to come here and help as a volunteer? And I said yes. I had no time. I had to leave. It was like an emergency galactic meeting. I had to leave. So my girl was crying. She was like, no, you're not leaving me. You're not leaving me again. I was like, I'm coming back. And I was telling her about time, how the time was different. She was real hard-headed. Like, I think I'm looking at a UFO right now. I really think I'm looking at a UFO. It's like, it's long. I know this light not going to show it. It's coming this way, though. So we'll know in a minute. Because it's headed, like, straight this way. It's a light that's long this way. It's right in this clearing right here. Wait a minute. You can see it. And I just saw it. So, hold on. See the bushes is about to go over top. You see it? It's blinking a little bit. Shit. See it over top of the tree? This tree thing? It's not showing you what it really looked like, though. You can see the light. It's long. But maybe that's FAA light. So anyway, we'll keep watching it. Because it's odd. I've seen UFO here all the time. You can sit here the whole sky. You can watch the sky move for hours. The stars just start moving, which is never stars. There's ships sitting up in the sky. Arizona's full. I'm an hour away from the UFO capital of the world. So we get all kinds of shit that we just sit and watch them. But anyway, she was crying. She was telling me I'm not leaving her again. And I was telling her that I'm taking this mission. That's why I always call it Mission Earth. I was telling her that, mind you, I'm not asleep, y'all. It's not a dream. I'm sitting on top of a mountain in Indian style and something took me on a ship. I ain't sleep. I don't know what this shit is, y'all. That is not a plane. Remember, it's going behind this tree. I got wait till it's on the other side. That's not a plane. I don't know what it is. It is slowing down. A UFO was here before on this property in front of my RV. I woke up and it was in my yard. And I know about all this shit and I still be scared of them though. Like I told him, don't approach me like that. You gotta deal with me different. Tell me you're on your way. You talk to my dreams any fucking way. Don't pop the fuck up on me and say I'm coming. And then, you know, I can be ready. Hold on, let me see. I can't tell what it is. It might be a plane because it got them. It got two red blinking lights, so it might be a plane. And it's behind the trees. I can't see it. It's popping in and out. Anyway, it's no noise though. I think it's a plane. Okay, so she crying, and I'm reassuring her. I was like, I have to do this because I'll be back. She's real hard-headed. I think she came through before me, or she ran through. She's real hard-headed. It was sad. It was a real sad, painful situation that I had to break away from her, but I have to go do this. I know who I am on earth. I don't know who I am there that I volunteered to do it in the first place. I know my 5 lives on earth, but I don't know who I am there to volunteer and all that shit anyway. So I went through the portal. And when I had the white gown on, I did, she did. It was a few other people that's from where I'm from up there. I told you, I came from behind something, like where them children was at, to sit at that marble table. And I said my goodbyes. I had to leave. I agreed to leave immediately, and I did. She was in hysterics. I was crying, but tough. And I went through the doorway that he went through. And when I went through there, and then I woke up on the mountain. Now, mind you, I recorded this on remember the tape? Anybody remember back in the day, Gen X, you had little tape recorders. You could pop it in a little tape, a little cassette tape be in there. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, somebody just say Moss. Right. Who said that? Thank you, baby. So, those little tape recorders, right? You put it in, and they play for 30 minutes. When I came up out of this, I got dressed. You hear me. On the tape, you hear it. You hear it. You hear me getting dressed, like putting my shoes back on, gathering my stuff. Because my shoes was outside of that moss. Holy ground. You know, the shoes was over there. But you hear me gathering my things. You hear me walk. You hear me when I walk outside the moss to the rocks. I'm putting on my shoes. And then I call, Jason, where you at? I'm down here. I was like, oh my God, come here. And the tape cut off, right? Hold up. How about when I get home? I got it. I checked the tape. They 30 minutes each side. This motherfucker played for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I was gone for 1 hour and 45 minutes. You push play on a little 30-minute tape. I don't know why, how it got to move that slow, but it slowed down. You play this tape, it plays for 1 hour and 45 minutes on a 30-minute tape. I got it. I got the tape. Send my stuff. So, that's the last thing I'm going to tell y'all. I told y'all the shit is, make sure that I look dark on here like I'm about to lose. Oh, I'm about to lose the cutoff on y'all. See, I got it. Uh-oh. Okay, I saved it. I can go on and on about me and Dr. York and why he was in my life. I don't know if he did it or not. I don't give a shit. If he did, he paying for it. But give me proof of life. Dr. York not in there. And, y'all feel like hear one more story why I believe Dr. York not in there. Just tell me yes. Give me three ones in the chat. Y'all want to hear that story real quick. I'm going to use your straw. And I'll give it back because mine got a hole in it. Oh, I know what I could do. I could drink from the hole and plug up the top. I see 2 ones in the chat. Okay. What I'm telling y'all, I forgot what the hell I was telling you. What I just said I'm going to tell you? Oh, shit, what did I just say I'm going to tell you? I tell you, my mind be all over the place. Like, real talk. I just said, okay. Oh, why I don't believe he's in there. Okay. Now, you see all these connections that we have, right? We got all these connections, and all of these real, but then this one thing right here wouldn't be. Dr. Why am I watching? Dr. York came to me. I was just telling Nuwapi in this a couple days ago. My brother Jamal. It's telling me it's time to eat before 7 o'clock. I gotta go get my soup. Listen, it's 6 o'clock here. So I lost it again. What I'm telling y'all? Oh, Dr. York came to me, and my family, my family got, like, we got a crest to our name. My uncle traced my family back. He's a diamond salesman. He was selling diamonds in Israel. When he was there, he traced our family history. Come to find out, we are the descendants of the prophet Daniel. Now, if we are the descendants of the prophet Daniel, then we are the descendants of Yahshua, because Daniel was Yahshua's great grandfather. So we are of the bloodline. Like, we have a crest. We got paperwork on my family name on my father's side. My mother's side, she's native. My father, straight from the tribe of Daniel. So he traced us back. He came back. It was so deep. He became a rabbi. I told this story on Who Was Darth by Secrecy and Was It 7 Principles, the documentary I did that's earlier on my page. He stopped selling diamonds and all of that. When he realized who he was, my uncle opened a synagogue. Now, in Baltimore, Maryland, up on Park Heights, you only have one black synagogue, and they worship us, because, you know, Jews turned the plate over for Elijah, that one day Elijah may come. If a black person walked to a Jew house during a Passover, they flip that plate real quick because they know Elijah was black. They know the truth. I know, because my mother was a maid when I was young, and she worked for Jews. They wasn't sure if she was Elijah. They was like, either you or that little girl. They always thought I was Elijah or some shit. And they would flip that plate over. They would make me have Passover with them. But anyway, my uncle, it's the only black synagogue up there at Park Heights in the midst of all of them white Jews, all of those, what you call them, the Messianic Jews, them Yiddish people. He became a rabbi. He turned the whole family. He brought our history to us. I was 3 years old. I never seen a Christmas in my life. My last Christmas was at 3, so I don't remember any of that. I worship Hanukkah, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. That was my upbringing. My sisters didn't speak Hebrew. That's what we did. So I did it all the way up until I became on my own. I crossed over to Islam, and then I was Muslim for 3 years, and then I was Buddhist. My mother calls me a wanderer, but I had to wander for a reason. I had to find the truth. So we are of that bloodline, and my uncle went and got that. Why did I tell y'all that, though? Oh, so in the dream, Dr. York had me, and plus, so after that, a lot of people in my family became rabbis, even women. I got a woman rabbi in my family. Her name is Mary. I got an Uncle John, Uncle Ruth. Everybody's name is from the Bible. My father was Elijah. His brother Moses. I keep telling you about my Uncle Moses, who on the back of Shaka Khan records, Moses Daniels. That's my uncle. That's my father's brother. He played at the White House for Clinton. He played for Michael Jordan thing. He did the inauguration, like my uncle. He a one-man band. He fierce with the shit. He played like 5 keyboards at one time. Mo Daniels, look him up. That's my blood uncle. Keep telling y'all. He took celibacy over 40 years ago. He haven't had sex in 40 years. And he dedicated his life to the music for God. This shit is crazy. Everybody in my family got Uncle John, Aunt Ruthie, like all the way through. La Resta, all of these names is from the Bible. My name, Angel. It trickled down to all of my sisters. My brother is another Elijah the fourth. It's the fuck we are. My mother's Mary. My older sister Mary. My younger sister Christina. Not Christina. Her name is Christina. That's my story. It gets deep. So, he took me to one of my family in Baltimore, back out where the rich people at. My family owned a big church. In the dream, he took me to the church and he showed me these robes that was given to my family bloodline. Dr. York, he told me not to put on those robes. He gave me a robe made of sackcloth. It was a nice robe. It wasn't raggedy, but it was a linen, like a holy man would wear. He told me to stay away from those robes that my family, what they was involved in. And we walked out of there, and he gave me the sackcloth robe. I put it on. So of all these women in the back of the church, but they were there for me. They was there for my teachings. They was there for, they were primordials. And I was teaching them that in the back of the church because they wasn't allowed in the front of the church. He came back there with us, and it was the sink had a couple drops of my blood, life water, my life water blood, menstrual. And he I don't know, I remember him showing me that on the sink. And he cleaned it off. I was trying to see, did he clean it or I cleaned it? I think he wiped it off. Then he sat me down and had me straddle him. This wasn't a sexual thing. Just hear me out. He had me to straddle him. And then from his root chakra, this golden liquid came up and poured up into me. But my power already is a golden liquid. And he poured this energy into me. After the energy finished coming into me, we walked outside. It was like a brick wall, like about 2 feet high. He said, he was tired. He said, let's sit down. We sat down. I'm on this side, he on my left. And we were sharing a view of the sun. It was quiet. Like you heard nothing, no birds chirping. I don't even know where the church went. It was just outside. And he said, it's time for me to go. You now have the golden elixir. And he laid his head in my lap and died. And I sat there. I could feel him, smell him. And I sat there for a long time with him. And I woke up. I said, Dr. York is gone. And I haven't had proof of life since. I don't think he's here. That was a couple years ago. I don't think he's here. I think they're lying. Anytime somebody says something, I'm not interested. He wrote another book. No, he didn't. Give us proof of life. He used to make phone calls. Why we haven't heard no phone calls in about 4 years? Because he died then. I know when he left. He's not here. No. So, I don't think he's here anymore. I don't think they're willing to say it. Because they're still trying to keep people's minds in a certain place or something. Whoever's running the ancient Egyptian order. Whoever's in the office now is not being truthful to the people. Or show me. Maybe it is. He's not there, y'all. So, that's why I was holding on to his books. Because I believe they're going to... And all this was about his books. All these damn stories I'm going to taught y'all. That's why I thought his book's going to be worth a lot. This man wrote over 3,000 books. You know? And I didn't want to get rid of him. But I've kept enough for me. That if they do become super valuable, we have extras. Because I told y'all why I had the bookstore. That's why I got so many of them. I brought to Arizona with me. I brought my whole store with me. So they've been sitting for a long time. So right now I've opened the archives to let y'all have some of the books if you want them. Y'all ask me for them. they up. You got to go to my community post, and if it don't say sold on there, I still got copies. If it say in stock in parentheses, I have some copies left of that one. So I put one up tomorrow. So just don't worry about the first. When you see them, just go to if you see the next post. Like that was number one, I'll number them. Number 2 post will come out tomorrow. What's left from that post, I'll bring it over to the new post, because I'm gonna do 5 at a time. That's the only amount of pictures I could bring over there until we decided if we wanted to put them on a site or whatever. But what we doing, because I was selling the books, a lot of them sold out damn the instant. But because we were selling the books, y'all asked me to put them on, can I put them on PDF? So now we're doing a PDF site that'll be out in about 2 weeks. I will have at least 100 of his books on there available for PDF, including the Holy Tablets. Where right now, if you see the Holy Tablets out there, and it's 2 different ones. You got the Holy Tablets from the Holy Tabernacle, and then the latest one he did. At any given moment, the least you'll see the Holy Tablets for is it's $200, and the most I've seen it is like $1,500. It's 2 different ones. Like I have the one in my house that's $1,500. That would be $1,500 today. When I got the Holy Tablets, the going price for it was $50, and that's how much the PDF would be. If y'all want it, it'll be on there. Of course, my book. Y'all been asking me to do the total healing packet on PDF digital, so I'm not even doing it hard copy anymore. I think I have a couple left on the hard copies. When those sell out, that's it. I'm not doing no more hard copies. I'm only doing them PDF now. They're still gonna be $112 on the site, and you can get it that way, and you order it and we'll email it to you, the book. So that's how we're doing that now. So definitely the Great Cosmic Mother will be on there. The Total Healing Packet, the Holy Tablets, the Great Cosmic Mother, and about 100 of Dr. York books. And this year, before winter's over, I'm writing an addition to the Total Healing Packet. The one thing I didn't put in that book, that 400-page book, 400 pages of knowledge, only one picture in the whole book. It's all words. Go learn some shit. The only thing I didn't put in that book was my sound healing, because it was in me then, but I wasn't really doing it like I'm doing it now. So I'm writing a book on sound healing this winter that'll come out in spring. We're doing a spring launch, and a whole bunch of stuff will come out. Okay, well, I got y'all here. Let's see just how y'all feel about this, because we're putting it together right now. Because of my sound healing, of course. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a sound healing in 528 for y'all, right? And then it'll come with the 528. We're doing a lot, because I'm redoing a DNA revolution. We're doing a lot over here. So all this will come out in spring. The 528 sound healing water program is going to be me talking in Stanoon and English. It's going to be really powerful. Of course, it's going to be the programmed water to reprogram you in the 528. So it's not just going to be the tones of the 528 in there, and then it's going to be a guided meditation, because you get a tuning fork with that. So I'm doing one for 528, one for 3 different forks. So you get this one in 528, you'll get this one in 432. You feel me? And you get the water program with the tuning fork, and they're going to be not just water programs, but it's going to be guided meditations to tell you where to put the fork, when. And it's going to walk you through the body to reprogram your being, but on a level you've never been before, because it's going to be the Stanoon programmed into that water. So it's going to be just different, like everything else I do. So I want to see how y'all feel about that. Would that be something y'all interested in? Because I'm putting it together right now. You feel me? So it's going to be limited. Each program will be limited with the tuning forks to about I don't know yet, maybe 2 dozen of this one, 2 dozen, this one, 2 dozen, like that, to see like how that does before I go deeper in it and go deeper more into the merchandise. But the Zen sense, anybody know about my Zen sense, that scent I got, that you burned, that thing I got, going on. That's coming out. That'll be back up on the site in March. So we got a whole slew of stuff. The PDF books will be coming out. Just the whole slew of stuff. So that we working on right now. Damn. And my mouth dry. I need to go eat my soup, y'all. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. If you come in later, just participate. Let me know how y'all feel about that. That's something y'all feel. The water programs and stuff, all of that, even the making of it is going to be on Zen Wombs too. Y'all can witness some of the makings of it. Y'all got to get over there. I put some little videos up lately just to test it to see if it's still active over there. Nobody really watching the videos. I put the build up of I just built the studio. Nobody really watching the videos over there, so I'm not sure what to do with that over there. How to pick it back up and get it going. But all I can do is ask y'all to go over to Zen Wombs #2 and help me bring it back to life over there so we can, because I want to do all the sound healing over there. That's why I haven't put anything out about it, because I need that to grow. And I just don't want to waste really good videos and nobody watch them. You feel me? Because I put some effort into them. So I got to get it growing over there. But only y'all can help me. Y'all can help me by just going to go watch the videos or share the videos over there. Zen Wombs #2. But anyway, so y'all let me know what y'all think. Who here? I'm about to go. Let me know what y'all think about it. Right. How you say your name? I don't know how to say that. Patri Mag. There's a whole bunch of stuff on. Patrima Gilbert. Okay. I don't think he in there, like, for real. Oh, you've been doing a lot of research on the golden elixir, right? How about this? I told you that was a dream. So I called my boy in Baltimore, and it's this other man I used to talk to. He transitioned now, but he's an elder. His name is Red Feather, because they knew him. And the lady Cynthia Walker is the one who told me, she's a Mayan daykeeper, about this egg in my chest and what it is. It's a fire bundle, like all this shit. So I called them. I was like, I had a dream about Baba, and he had me straddling him and gave me some kind of, he said, now I have the golden elixir. They was in shock. They said because his old books, and you had to be there for then to know about it, because it wasn't in the newer books from 2000. It was back when he first came out as Amanubi Reacta in 79, and he wrote about the golden elixir. He said, if you wasn't a part of that in the Holy Tabernacle, you didn't know that. And I wasn't. How you know that? I said, he told me that. They was just like, whoa. Then but mind you, I have a golden elixir. I'm trying to tell y'all, the energy that's in my chest, I tell y'all about, when I share it with somebody, it's gold. It's a golden liquid in my chest. And when I want to push it to somebody else, like if we're on the phone, I make the liquid come out like a liquid rope. I send it out. I send it out. And it'll hit the person. I do it with people in person. It's just something I can fucking do. That was already, here I go. Y'all want one more story? Yes or no? Y'all done? We done? I should be done. I gotta go eat. Because I can tell y'all exactly when I received the golden elixir if y'all want to hear it. I need 3 ones in the chat if you want to hear it, or I'm going to bed. I'm about to go eat. I can tell you exactly when I got the golden elixir at 15 years old. This is a hell of a story. Should I just stop here and tell y'all later? I don't know. So, anyway, I'm going to check the community post. Right now, it's some on there. Tomorrow, I'll be putting more of Dr. York. So, I'm going to transfer what's on that one over to that, because I'm adding more of Dr. York books. So I have quite a few that if y'all want to get them, because as soon as I put the other one up, like the Book of Light is over. What's left now, I'm keeping for myself. The Book of Light straight just sold like 20 copies within an hour. Like they just snatched, because his scrolls got some deep knowledge in it. I don't care what y'all think he did. The knowledge in these books, if you ain't seen it, you want to. Get the books while I got them. The PDF is one thing, so y'all can get the PDFs, because they'll be up cheaper than anybody put those PDFs up. You feel me? Than anybody put them up, so people can have access to it. But the books, getting the original books, no, I'm not skimping on those. If you can afford it, get the book. If not, wait for the PDFs. That's coming out. So Go eat. All right, remind me the next time I'm going to tell y'all when I received the golden elixir at 15. I appreciate y'all for being here, and I'm going to go eat because I got like 20 minutes to eat. So I appreciate y'all for being here. And I see, none of my, Keffa wasn't here. What the hell's going on? Okay, I enjoyed this talk, y'all. We ain't talked in a while. See y'all soon. I'm going to go eat, like he said. Good night. His lost to us. Deye. Hodak.